Hello class, this is going to be a video overview of the midterm essay, which is what social class? And in the discussion board post here, you decided what social class Mama and Atticus was from. Now we're going to write an argumentative essay where I state that Mama is from a higher social class than Atticus. Do you agree or disagree? Now we're going to have to do an argumentative essay, which means you're going to have to bring in an opposing and then refute it. And this will make more sense to you after you have completed these here. So watch this video now if you want, but then you'll probably, after you finish those, if you want to rewatch it, come back to it. It'll probably make more sense to you. So first of all, you can work in a group here and find your group here, or if you already know somebody, you don't need to come here. But please let me know, one of you, who's going to be the lead, and then email me so I know. All right, and again, you can work alone, 2, 3, or no more than 4 people. Okay, make sure everybody's working. So let's go into the prompt. So again, this week's discussion board, you had to decide what class that Mama and Atticus are from. Remember, you don't have to agree with me on that. And then here, based on the findings in the 2 class novels, Mama is of a higher social class than Atticus. So I'm stating that Mama is higher class than Atticus. So Mama would be my pro and Atticus would be my con or my opposing. You have to ask yourself, well, Kevin, you're nuts. Atticus is from a higher uh, social class than Mama. But whatever, whether you agree or disagree, your thesis will tell me, and then you'll support that. This paper needs to be 4 to 7 pages long, at least 1,000 words. You'll include 6 in-text citations. So 2 in-text citations from both of the novels. So 2 from Cage Bird and 2 from I Know Why the Cage Bird Sings. Okay, at least 2 in-text citations from 2 different videos or sources from the course so far. So go back, look at the race videos, look at the video on social class from this week's discussion board, or go back and look at the article about, I don't know if that would help you with social class, but maybe you'll want to bring in the one where it had the are you Latino, not Latino, and then there were 5 races you had to choose from for the census. That's in week 2. That was that article I added. Okay. And then first of all, for your thesis, decide, do you agree with me or not agree with me? If you agree with me, Mama's your pro, and then Atticus is your con. However, if you disagree with me, you're saying Atticus is your pro, and then Mama is your con. Here you can look at the argumentation formats and phrases to use. Look over that, but again, in the video, that will really help you. Okay, and this is how you have to set up your video. I'm going to open this up so you see what I mean before I jump here. So how would you set this paper up? Since this is your first argumentation, I have a document that you should print off. Remember those 3 quizzes in this module that you should do, the persuasion, the models, and the logos, pathos, and ethos. There are documents in there, make copies of them. So I'm going to open this one, and I don't want to spend a lot of time on it, but here are different ways to set up your argumentative essay. So you'll have model A, B, C, and D. Now remember, in an argument essay, you want to bring in the opposing side. You don't want to hide any facts. So how do you do that? You bring in the counter argument and then you refute it or spin it back to yourself. This will make more sense after you do the quizzes. So here's model A. So model A is the one I prefer. I give my introductory thesis. I give my pro. Then I bring in the other side, refute it, and then I conclude. Now remember, this is for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 paragraphs. You may have more, you may have less, and then here's instructions. You'll see this. I have a video. I'll talk about all of this in that quiz before you take the quiz. And here's how you set up a opposing and a refuting paragraph. So you'll do that. Usually we spend a couple weeks on this, but since this is a winter course, we're going to move a little more quickly, but I'm here to help you. All right, so I'm going to get rid of that. So for this essay, this is how I would set it up. So your name, my name, course, the date. Remember, it's number, month, year. Remember, you had 4 models to choose from. I chose model A, so you're going to list model A in the heading. Then you're going to put a title of your essay. Then you're going to put this introduction / thesis statement. You will bold this, indent, blah, blah, blah. give some background information, then give your thesis statement, which must be highlighted in yellow. Remember, I'm using model A, so model A is pro, and then counter. Again, pro argument 1, highlight the topic sentence. Pro argument 2, highlight topic sentence. Pro argument 3, highlight the topic sentence. My pro again would be mama because I think she's from a higher social class. And again, if you need another paragraph for pro argument 4, that's okay, but make sure you label them. Then counter argument and spin, give a topic sentence, and you'll know this. So I want to bring a counter argument means I'm going to bring in Atticus. Why would people think Atticus is of a higher class? Give some reasons, refute it, close it. This will make more sense to you after you've gone over those videos. And then my closing paragraph, and then my works cited. And then this paper is due by Sunday, January 21st. If you work in a group, if you work in a group, only one person needs to submit the essay, and you'll put all names coming here horizontally. All right, so again, make sure this is the heading, make sure it's double spaced, make sure that the thesis is in yellow and the topic sentences are in yellow. And just as a side note, I'm not sure, but I have students sometimes who will highlight up here. There are no topic sentences in introduction paragraphs. The introduction paragraph is to get our attention, give us a hook, then go into the thesis. And then down here for the closing, I have people highlight sentences, but there is no topic sentence in the closing. You're just summarizing the main points, etc. I'm not sure why students do that. All right, again, this is due January 21st. And you'll submit your essay here, Sunday, January 21st. I think it's 21st or 22nd. I might have to change that. Good. Plagiarism, don't do it. AI, if I think you're cheating, you're going to get a 0. And I won't change my mind, but if you want to go talk to the college, you can. I'm not. If I think you're cheating, you're cheating. I'm done with it. All right, and again, I'm going to put in here, follow the format, label everything. Thesis and topic sentences must be in yellow. The headers should be in there. Intro/thesis, blah, blah, blah. Pro argument 1. It depends on which model you use. Again, if you don't follow my instructions, I'm not going to grade it, and it's going to be marked late until it is corrected. Okay, everybody, good luck.